Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Sheila Bila coming to you with another review of Zatima Season 3, Episode 2. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. The more you do like the content, the more and more it does go through the algorithm and more and people will start to view my commentary. Y'all, let's go ahead and get into this episode. This is more of a filler episode. It's starting to bring in the drama between Zach and his brother Jeremiah. So as we know, as episode 1 ended, season 3 episode 1 ended, Jeremiah was grabbing Fatima's purse and he pushed her or flipped her and she ended up hitting the car and falling. She said she fainted, ahead of time, but she ended up hitting the car, falling out, fainting and all that, right? So at first I didn't know if Jeremiah left, but he actually stayed. And he he stayed. He still got the lady purse, going through her purse, talking about, oh my God, I got a problem. What am I doing? What am I doing? But as he's saying, what am I doing? What am I doing? Fatima. But he's still rummaging through her purse. Like he's still going through her purse, getting her wallet, taking her money, and still saying, I got a problem. You all right? Fatima, you all right? You get up. Oh Lord, what am I doing? Oh Lord, what am I doing? Oh Lord. I was like, first of all, you can call the ambulance, the police, and give her money back. But no, that is too much like right. So while he's over there trying to figure out what he's done, while he's still stealing Fatima money, Angela comes. So Angela's on the phone talking to her boo like, ooh, boo, 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 boo. And then she finally looks over and she sees Fatima passed out on the ground and Jeremiah hovering over her, talking about she just fell. And then Angela like, no, what did you do? I know you did something. Are you trying to rob her? No. And then Angela telling him to stand right there. What crackhead was going to stand right there while you talking about you going to call the police? What? Name one. Anyway, so Angela is telling him to stay right there. Jeremiah like, you know what? I'm sorry. But he runs on out. So she go ahead, she's calling the ambulance. Because at first she was stalling. I said, girl, you taking too long to call this police. You was taking too long. But she went ahead and called them or whatever. And then they pulls up. Come to find out, Fatima is okay. She reveals, she said her and the baby are okay. Angela like, you pregnant? Yeah, she said she in the first trimester and she really wasn't going to tell anybody yet. And excuse me. Child, help me, Lord. But she said she really wasn't going to tell nobody because, she in the first trimester or whatever. And so she just kind of sitting there and Angela's like, no, you going to tell me the truth. And Fatima like, what? She said, no, I know when you lying. What happened? Like, what happened? And then that's when Fatima told her what happened with Jeremiah. But she was just like, she passed out. So she really don't really remember even falling or getting hit or whatever it was. So that's when Angela was like, you know what, we finna call the police right now and tell him that he's the one that did this or whatever. But mind you, Fatima should have took Angela's advice and went ahead and went to the hospital and got a second test just to make sure that everything was okay internally. Because them paramedics, it ain't too much that they can do. They probably, probably listen to the baby heartbeat or whatever. But she needs to really go and get a real good examination to make sure that everything is okay. I really agree with Angela when she said that because you never know. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you there early in the fall that she hit was hard. All right. So, okay, now, yeah, she was like, Fatima, I know you lying or whatever, about the whole Jeremiah situation. And she was like, no, I don't want to, call the police. She didn't want to do it because at the end of the day, and for Angela was like, well, just let me, I'm finna call Zach. She said, I would have called Zach, but she was so concerned about making sure Fatima got an ambulance or whatever. Fatima was adamant, do not call Zach. Do not call Zach. Because if Zach finds out what Jeremiah did, then Zach going to jail. Zach gonna kill that man. Angela said that he deserves to be dead. I mean, yeah, because you ran up on that girl cause some money and that you Jeremiah is a real crackhead. Like, if it yeah, Jeremiah, you a crackhead. Excuse me. So, yeah. And Fatima was like, no, don't call, whatever, whatever, whoop de whoop. And Angela said, but when he see you, he gonna be like, what you doing? Like, look at your clothes. She looked at her clothes. Look at your head, child. You got a big old cherry bomb on the left side of your forehead. Child, what you gonna tell Zach? You fell? the street hit you in the face? What you gonna tell this man? So then when she realized that she got this big bruise on her forehead, then she picks up the phone and she calls Zach. Hey Zach, how you doing? Woo, 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 woo. You know the thing. And then he says, your voice sounds shaky. Like, what's going on? She, I just had a rough day. He said, aren't we all? And he also brings up the fact that he can't get the money back from Bryce. So she really like, I really can't tell him what's going on now. So they go ahead and get out the phone. And yeah, she telling Angela, I'm not telling him, and that's pretty much what it is. So Preston and Zach, they're in the office talking. Bryce comes in. Zach is like, so was your daddy able to get you the money? Bryce says, no, he was not able to give me the money. Why did Zach pull out that fan? Why did Zach pull out that fan? A part of me feels like they put that fan in that scene because Zach got that little black... Because Zach got that blackout. I'm thinking in real life now. Zach got that blackout and it get hot. And when it get hot, you get to sweat. And then that stuff get to separate. So Zach was trying to keep his... Zach was trying to keep his little blackout cool or whatever. But in this scene, I guess he was cooling out because he didn't want to jump up and throw this fan at Bryce, like he said. Because when Bryce had came in and said that his daddy didn't have that money, in my mind, I was like, oh, I'd throw that fan at Zach. And Zach was like, you better be lucky I'm not throwing this fan at you, because if I was mad like I wanted to, I would have jumped up across this table, whatever how Zach do. And Bryce is like, I know you can. I know you can do that, So Bryce said, I'll give you all the money that I have. Boy, you ain't got no money, just like Zach ain't got no money. Well, I got credit. He said, because Zach, like, I can't even pay for my mama's funeral. Like, what do you mean? $1.5 million is caught up in liquidation. It needs to be liquidated. It's caught up, you know what I'm saying, in assets. So until that property is bought, nobody gets money. It has to be liquidated. Until that property is bought, nobody can get a dime. So right now, Zach is broke until somebody buy that property, which is crazy. So anyway, yeah, Bryce is like, I know you will jump on me or beat me up or whatever. And Zach is just like, get out. He was like, this stuff is over. He was like, I'm tired. He said, he just in his feelings. He was like, rise my butt, because I guess the name of they company is called Rise Ventures or something like that. So Zach is frustrated. He's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So he walks out the office. And when he walks out the office, Preston and Bryce have a conversation. So Preston asking questions like he always does. So like, what is going on? Like, what did you do? What is this property? How much did y'all invest into the property? And Bryce was telling him, the property is going to go up in value. The interest rate is really good. The area that the property is in is great. And he was just saying, I know this is a good investment. I know it is. And Preston, he said they spent like $3 million. And Preston said, but why did you do that when he told you no? Bryce, dumb butt, gonna say, well, we are 50-50 partners. He can't just make all the decisions. Well, Negro, that means you can't either. You 50-50. And me and Preston was looking at Zach like, me and Preston was looking at Bryce like, boy, that don't even make no sense. What are you talking about? And then Bryce says he did brought in a third party to help split it 3 ways, but that person backed out of the deal. I wonder why he backed out of the deal. Yeah. Why? Anyway. So, yeah. So Preston said he could help, but he said he can't give you that money. But what he can do is pay for Zach's mom's funeral. But he got to wait till Zach calm down before he can really even talk to Zach, because Zach is heated right now. And I don't blame him, because I would be heated too. You done took my money and you gonna make the sole decision that you broke. Why? Oh yeah, one more thing. Zach took Bryce's whole wallet. Bryce, Zach took Bryce's whole wallet. Give me your whole wallet. Your ID, social security card, insurance card, and whatever else y'all leave in y'all wallet. All right. Zach talking about, I'm gonna be Bryce today. Anyway. So now, child, they off in the hood playing cards, right? Belinda walks up. When Belinda walks up, I'm like, what is Belinda doing there? I forgot that her and Nathan was dating. I forgot that. And I'm like, ain't Nathan still married? So Belinda, you just don't care who you sleep with. Anyway, so they playing cards in the hood. They end up talking about Fatima, talking about she mean, talking about Belinda and Fatima used to be friends, but Belinda was trying to creep up on, throw that thing in a circle on Zach. Like Nate, like what Tony say? Tony said that Tony said that she was a hot iron brushing up on Zach like a wrinkled shirt. I was like, well, that was a good analogy. But anyway, so yeah. And Connie was like, that's trifling. I was like, Connie, how you gonna call her trifling when you knew that Zach had a girl too, and you was still pressing up on him the way that you was pressing up on him? So really, I guess the difference is Belinda was Fatima's good friend. So maybe that's the difference. But both of y'all trifling because both of y'all was trying to get this man when you know he had a girlfriend. Oh yeah, and they were saying if Connie couldn't pull him, what makes you think you could have pulled him? Because Connie had Zach wrapped around her finger. So while they over there talking about card games and spades and Zach and Fatima and all this other stuff, Jeremiah walks up. What? I ain't do nothing. Nigga. I didn't ask you, did you do anything, Jeremiah? I'm just like, hey, I ain't do nothing. And then you lied to me. Connie said, what you mean I lied to you? You lied to me. You told me that Fatima had the money. Connie said, first of all, I didn't tell you Fatima had the money. I told you need to go and talk to Fatima. Well, I didn't push her down. She just fell. Really? What did you do? What did you do? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now Jeremiah walk off. They finna go over there and go talk to Zach. Go see what Fatima got going on because they know Jeremiah did something. Jeremiah did something, but they got to figure out what he did because all those telling, not telling, Jeremiah, you did something. So as they get up to go over to Zach's house, then you got Belinda and Nathan arguing, talking about I'm going to. Nathan telling Belinda, no, you ain't coming. And here go Belinda, you just gonna leave me in the hood. Girl, you drove. Get in your car. You just go over there anyway. That was that conversation, whatever. So they all going over Zach and Fatima's house. So when Angela pulls up, you have Bryce outside waiting on her. Bryce want to talk. Angela ain't fooling with Angela ain't fooling with Bryce like that. So they end up going into Angela's house. Why when they was walking in that house in the way that he was walking behind her and the music that they were showing, why they make Bryce look like he was a serial killer? The whole time they was walking in that house, I was like, girl, don't let him in your house. He look like he gonna kill you. But anyway, so they get in the house and Bryce, because Angela had told Bryce, like, you're going to have to hurry up because I got company coming, right? So he was like, you're really going to do this to me? You're really going to do this to me? I was like, Bryce, that's not your girl. She ain't got to talk to you, bruh. Like, what? When I really need you, you were going to do this in my time of need. Need? She ain't got nothing to do with you taking that man money. And then when I get in the house, he talking about my daddy can't give me the money. And Zach can't pay for the funeral. And then you going to ask Angela for some money? Angela talking about, don't get it twisted. I got coins. Baby, you ain't got $3 million worth of coins. You got $1.5 million to give until you get your money back. She said, no, I ain't got that. But she knows some loan sharks. He was like, well, I'm desperate. I'm desperate. No, you ain't that desperate because they will unalive you and break your legs. I mean, hey. Well, yeah. So he gets a knock at the door. Knock, 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 knock. Angela said, you gotta go. I got company. She opens the door. It's that dude. Is that the same guy that Angela was messing with in the prior season? Because he looked really chiseled. And that hair looks really haired. So he just looked really, really pretty. Like really, really pretty. Like, you know, some guys are so pretty, I don't want to even say nothing to them. You come on. I can't. That man too pretty. I need my man to look like he go work. I need my man to look like he know how to change a tire. I need my man to look like he can get on top of this roof and sweep the leaves off. I need my man to know how to get a ladder and pick it up with one hand. I need my man to know how to change brakes. And I don't know what that looked like, but when you think about a man that know how to work and fix the toilets and you know, that know how to do whatever that man look like, I don't need a man that look like he take pictures all day. Yeah. Anyway, so he coming over. Bryce gets mad. Bryce leaves, and the dude, the chiseled face dude, he's like, "So you're gonna do this to me?" I'm like, "Boy, really? Okay. I just want to talk." He's like, "I really don't want to talk. I really don't. I want to get this work in or whatever." And so while they're talking, Belinda is calling, so they go upstairs. So this is what happens now. Fast forward. And I guess Belinda keeps calling. Angela picks up the phone. Belinda trying to fish for information in regards to Jeremiah. Angela being a real friend, like, I don't know what happened. What? So what he tell you? And then Belinda like, girl, you know he know, because he talking about he didn't push Fatima Mako, she fell. And then that's when Angela was like, shoot, well, girl, I don't know. I don't know. And then Belinda does tell her that everybody is coming over to Zach's house. Connie, Nathan, Tony, everybody is headed over there. She's like, oh, Lord, I'm going to call you back. So when she gets out the phone with Belinda, that is when Angela calls Fatima. Fatima, girl, how are you? I'm doing fine. Well, just to let you know that Jeremiah is talking. What'd he say? What'd he say? Something in regards to, because Belinda told me that, you know, Jeremiah said he didn't push you and you fail or whatever. And everybody is going over there. Who everybody? Tony, Nathan, everybody. Connie, they coming over to the house. What? No, no, no. She hangs up the phone with Angela. She calls Zach. Oh, how you doing? I'm on my way. I'll be there in a minute. Okay. Well, okay, I'm in the kitchen cooking. She gets off the phone with Zach. Then she ends up calling Tony to Styles. I'm like, girl, Zach just said he outside. Like, what is you doing? So she trying to call Tony real quick. To tell Tony, like, nah, don't come over. But Tony answer the phone. She leave a message. All right, love you. She leave a message. Yeah, that's my man leaving. Okay. Anyway, so after that, she couldn't get in contact with Tony. Now she gets back on the phone to call Angela and saying, oh my God, they not answering the phone. Woo, 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 woo. And so Angela gets the bright idea, light bulb. Didn't you say that Zach is pulling up? Yeah, girl. Yeah. So what? Fatima gets out, gets up, look outside, and she's like, oh, shoot. And then it's just a picture of Zach's face. So you know everybody outside, I guess. I don't know. We're going to find out next time on Zatima Season 3, Episode 3. Yeah, I'm going to upload that Sunday. Because you know, the way YouTube work, you can't just upload stuff back to back. You're not going, they don't push everything out like that. So I got to do it like day by day or whatever. But I will be reviewing. If you do like my reviews, put the notification button on so you can check out all my commentary. And also, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. Please comment. Y'all ain't comment. What's going on? Y'all don't want to talk? It's okay to talk. You know what I'm saying? Because I do want to hear y'all opinion. Okay, question. Do you think Fatima should have went ahead and went to the hospital? Because she said that her and baby was okay. But a lot of times when movies plot that stuff like that, then later on, it's something that ends up happening with the baby. You know what I'm saying? And also, do you think that all them people are outside the house? Because Fatima was busting the windows in her car. So I'm still trying to understand, because I was thinking that she was going to bust them windows real quick to cover up the fact that, like, made it like she had a wreck. So I don't know. But what y'all think about this episode? It was a filler, but it was pretty good at the same time. The acting has gotten a lot better, especially yeah, Bryce is doing really good, child. But the acting has gotten a lot better, which is good. So anyway, y'all, this is Sheila Bila. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what y'all think. Bye.